Good morning and welcome to WSECU's 2020 virtual annual meeting. Thanks to all of you who are joining us today this Saturday morning. I'm Doug Ma, the 2019 chair of your board of directors, and I'm very happy to be with you all today. So today's meeting is a little bit more unusual and different than the annual meetings we've come to enjoy in the past. Because of the unprecedented situation our state is facing in response to a public health crisis, changing to a virtual meeting was the right and only choice. We're doing all we can to keep our members and employees safe and healthy. Please know that captions will be added to the archived version of this video on Facebook. Although we're here officially to talk about 2019 for the required annual business meeting, I do want to take a moment to say we know that this is a very hard time for some of our members. If you are someone experiencing financial concerns due to the coronavirus, we encourage you to reach out to us. Your credit union is here to help. We are here in a moment. As you'll hear in a moment, we are financially strong and we have a range of resources to assist you through this hard time. So now back to the matter at hand this morning. Our agenda today is short and simple. We'll hold a business meeting and share some highlights of the many great things that have happened at your credit union this last year, as well as some insights from the board and leadership perspective. We'll also announce the results of our recent volunteer election. For members with questions related to our performance last year or other general questions, I encourage you to email us at annualmeeting@wsecu.org. While we won't be responding in real time during this brief live stream, our team will personally respond to each question you submit. I'm happy to share that 2019 was another strong year for WSECU, and we had some big changes, starting with the selection of our new president and CEO, Gary Swindler. Gary has been part of WSECU for over 30 years, and we are all excited to see him take on this new role. The busy year also contributed to the continued financial strength and soundness of the credit union, and we'll discuss those highlights more shortly. For those of you that are interested in reviewing our financial reports, they are now posted online at wsecu.org, along with a great video recapping last year's successes. Plus, you'll hear an overview from our Chief Financial Officer in a moment. So with that, let's now move ahead with the business portion of our meeting. So first, I'd like the meeting to come to order. I hereby acknowledge a quorum of 25 members are with us in the room and online, and I establish that we will follow Robert's Rules of Order for this meeting. So the first item on the agenda is the call for the minutes of the 2019 annual meeting. Do I hear a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to dispense with the reading of the minutes from the 2019 annual meeting. Is there any discussion regarding the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Next, I'd like to invite Elections Chair Yolanda Wilson from our Supervisory Committee to announce the 2020 election results.
Thank you, Doug. We appreciate the 10,050 members who voted this year. Your ability to elect the leaders of the cooperative is a foundational component of the credit union difference. We always appreciate when members get engaged in this way. Thank you again to all who voted. It's important to let your voice be heard. All right, on to the results. This year, there were 3 seats up for election with 4 candidates for the board of directors and 1 seat up for election with 1 candidate for the supervisory committee. Balloting was conducted via online and paper ballots from February 3rd through February 18th. The following board and supervisory committee members were duly elected. For the board of directors, Trudy Sukup, Michael Stevenson, Carol Washburn. And for the supervisory committee, Julie Amos. We thank you all for stepping forward to serve your credit union and congratulate you on your election. With that, I'll turn it back over to Doug.
Thank you, Yolanda. Is there a motion from the floor to authorize the destruction of the ballots from the election?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
So we have a motion and a second to authorize the destruction of the ballots from this year's election. Is there any discussion regarding the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. Hearing no nays, the motion carries. Thank you. I will now turn the mic over to Wendy Weeks, who will give the report from the Supervisory Committee. Wendy?
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with you the Supervisory Committee's report to the membership. The Supervisory Committee is comprised of 5 members. Just like the Board of Directors, we are elected volunteers committed to fostering the continued health of the cooperative. We, too, are member owners of WSECU. The Supervisory Committee provides oversight of the audit function for the credit union to ensure that our credit union's practices safeguard member assets. At our monthly meetings, we pay close attention to policy, system, product, and regulatory changes as they relate to risk and compliance. We must understand and monitor these changes by working with the internal audit staff to ensure they can develop audit functions around the new and innovative products our board and senior management develop to serve our membership. The Supervisory Committee oversees the external annual financial audit and reviews the integrity of the credit union's financial reporting processes. Moss Adams is the CPA firm we hired to conduct the year-end financial audit of the credit union and its wholly owned subsidiary, WSECU Service Company, LLC. They issued a final report with no material issues or findings. This is good news. I am fortunate to work with a committed group of volunteers. Collectively, we are dedicated to the protection of your individual accounts and the safety and soundness of the credit union as a whole. I am pleased to report that internal and external auditors agree that the credit union's financial operations are safe, sound, and secure. Now I'd like to invite Randy Gunderson to give the report from the management team. Randy?
Thank you, Wendy. I'm Randy Gunderson, your Chief Financial Officer. Good morning. 2019 was a strong financial year for the cooperative. We emphasized making credit widely available to our membership and funded nearly $1.2 billion in loans and grew our loan portfolio by 12%. Even with all of that growth, the work that our lending units did in the past couple of years to improve loan quality resulted in a reduction of loan losses of over $6.5 million. That gave us the latitude to raise deposit rates, which put an extra $8 million directly into your pockets, and we saw deposits grow by $228 million, or 9% last year. The Fed's recent rate moves have negatively impacted what we can offer on deposits, but we're working hard to maintain very competitive rates for you. We invested conservatively, lowered some fees, and managed operating expenses prudently, which resulted in nearly $32 million of net income in 2019, 4% of which, or $1.3 million, gets invested directly back into our communities. The onset of the coronavirus is a material subsequent event that is causing financial strain to members, businesses, and the communities where we operate. I want you to know that your credit union is financially strong and here to support you. We have plenty of liquidity and stand ready to financially support all of our members who need our help. Our capital is strong and is more than sufficient for any potential impact related to this event. Together, we'll all get through this. Now I'm going to ask Doug to come back and give you a report from the Board of Directors.
Thank you, Randy. So on behalf of the WSECU Board of Directors, I'm pleased to report that 2019 was an exceptional year for the credit union. We now have over 270,000 members, more than 700 employees, and 21 branches across the state. As Randy just reported, WSECU is financially strong and well prepared for the future. Last year, we saw better digital services from the launch of the new digital lending, online banking, and mobile banking platforms. We saw solid financial growth that sets the stage for more improvements and new products and services for members. We saw a continued commitment to our communities through sponsorships, employee volunteerism, and financial education. Most important, as reported by the members, WSECU continued to provide exceptional member service. In 2019, your board of directors recruited and hired a new CEO, and we are proud to introduce Gary Swindler as our new Chief Executive Officer. Gary started his career as a loan officer at WSECU and never left. Gary worked his way up through the credit union ranks. Gary understands our members, and Gary brings out the best in people. In 2019, the board and staff helped position your credit union for the future. We made investments in our digital platforms, we made investments in our people, and we made investments in our communities. All of this helps to grow a better credit union that can continue to provide exceptional service to our members. You know, I have the privilege of working with 8 exceptionally dedicated people on the board of directors. Your board of directors, including Carol and Michael, Tracy and Marcus, Trudy and Susan, Veronica and Travis, as individuals and as a team, always focus on what is best for the members. They always put people before profits, and your board truly reflects the voice of the member in all of our decisions. So 2019 was a year of transition. New leadership, new technology, and new opportunities. And we know that 2020 will bring more change, and in fact, we have seen it already. It is already upon us. I am confident that WSECU is well prepared to meet our challenges. We will continue doing what we've done for more than 60 years, providing outstanding service and support to help members with their financial well-being, especially during difficult times. Thank you for the opportunity to provide a report from the Board of Directors for 2019. So, with that, we arrive toward the end of our business meeting. Is there any other new business to come before the membership? Any other new business? Any other new business? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the business meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. The annual business meeting is officially closed. So in closing, thank you for tuning in to today's event. Remember, if you have any questions for the board or management, you can email them to annualmeeting@wsccu.org or use the channels to contact us as noted on the webpage. I want to close by letting you know how much confidence I have in our team at WSECU. They are working hard on the members' behalf in response to the pandemic. We have made changes to some of our services to be more nimble and better serve you, and you can always check on the latest changes by visiting our website. Once again, and most important, we want any member who may be experiencing financial difficulties to reach out to us. If you have a hardship hitting you, our employees are ready to talk to you and offer possible solutions. I wish you all good health, and I look forward to seeing the members once again in person next year. Thank you again for watching us.